formulation in the national youth policy. So that's why I asked this question. So in 2013, Sri Lanka adopted national youth policy, and that it was recognized by the Sri Lanka government, and it was approved by the cabinet. And then, as the youth leaders and the persons who were involved in the formulating this national youth policy, we have found that implementation is different, and it deviates with the changes of the government. But since it's been a national policy, so that it cannot be changed with the political agendas of the national political agenda of the ruling parties. So my question is that what kind of suggestions and recommendations would you like to suggest to overcome this situation, sir?
Thank you very much for your question. I suppose in your elaboration and the question, it is the answer is also there. So the national policy is simply you can't change with the regime change or the political change. It should be implemented and execution in the stage-wise. It should be a short-term, long-term, and for the future. That means the continuation. So that is the main problem I see when I'm doing this study. So it is taken up some extent, then it is suddenly disappeared. And ultimately find then where the national policy is. That is the thing. So we have to continue with the same thing without considering other factors.
Thank you. I think we can take one more question. Any burning question on reconciliation? Okay, I think Adib. Yeah, so thank you, KDU, and also the panelists, the panel. I think you did a wonderful job within the given time, bringing out a very pertinent topic for a pertinent stage of our country. Right now we are only lacking in the reconciliation. Other areas we have done fairly well. And coming from the youth of this country, you represent the youth of the country. I think we need to pay attention to your aspirations. And I'm sure you represent the youth of the whole country. So it's very important that the youth aspirations are met, because that is the future of our country. So I'd like to thank everyone for doing a wonderful job, and for the wonderful audience. And Vice Chancellor himself was here to listen to you, and the DVC. And even our guests are still here, so it's a great sign. Thank you very much, and bon voyage.
Thank you, sir. We have now reached the end of an immensely interesting session, and I believe we will all walk away from this auditorium with much food for thought. I would now like to call upon Vice Chancellor Rear Admiral Jagath Ranasinghe to award certificates to the participants. Sir. S. Veeraratne. K.E.R.L. Fernando. D.G.N. Sanjeevani. R.M.J.B. Ranaraja. S. Sathis Mohan. B. B.D. T.D. Jayaratna. I would now like to call upon the session chair, Admiral Retired Dr. Jayanath Kolabage, to receive his certificate and token of appreciation. Sir, please remain on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we now arrive to the much awaited moment, especially for the presenters of the technical sessions. We will now present a cash prize and a certificate to the best paper presentation on the Defense and Strategic Studies technical sessions. The award for the best paper presentation for the 9th International Research Conference on Defense and Strategic Studies goes to Admiral Retired Dr. Jayanath Kolabage for his paper presentation on Exploring Secured Nation, Economic Consequences of Global Terrorism, which was a very novel presentation, presenting novel ideas on the economic consequences. And I believe all the presenters have given a very tough time to the judges who were judging this, because all the presentations were very competitive. Sir, please. Ladies and gentlemen, hand round of applause for him. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a knowledgeable and a very informed day, listening to the presentations on a variety of subject areas that will assist in the integration of civil and military professions for